Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I've tried to record this video I don't know how many times today and I'm struggling with it. My allergies or something are messed up, so I feel like I'm talking through my nose. I can't breathe through my nose. Some of my voice is all messed up, you guys. I'm sorry, bear with me. I wanted to come on and just give you guys an update and let you know what has been going on with my clinic. I posted a video about my experience with a taper. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'll link it up here for you in the card so you can watch it. And I highly suggest that you go watch that one before you watch this one, because in the first video that I put up about my taper, I kind of laid a lot of the groundwork and let you guys know what was going on and what I was so frustrated about and why and all that good stuff. So go watch that one before you watch this one and then come back and watch this one. So I had to go to the clinic this past Monday and pick up. And if you guys don't know, I only go to the clinic like once a month. Now, when I go down there for a pickup or anything like that, I try to make sure that I get everything done that needs to be done. And as we all know, I've been having a little trouble getting in contact with my counselor. And I think in my last video, I called her Joanne. That is not her real name. Last week, before I had to go in, Joanne and I did finally connect through email. She did reach out to me and email first and asked if I would be available to actually talk on the phone on Friday, this past Friday. And I said, yeah, of course. And in the email, she was like, well, the director of the clinic that I go to needs to speak with you about some stuff. And she didn't tell me why in the email. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't really think much of it because you guys know I'm a peer. And I've done some stuff there in a peer capacity before. I go down there when they need me to, and I do naloxone trainings. And I used to do a peer-led group. So other people that were there in the clinic as a patient, they could come to me and talk to me about things that were going on in the clinic, or, just come and participate in my group and knew that they were talking to somebody that had actual lived experience with substance use disorder and going through the recovery process and dealing with a clinic. Sometimes when you're talking to a counselor, if you know that that counselor doesn't have lived experience with everything that you've been through, especially the substance use disorder part, a lot of times we will kind of keep distance between ourselves. So if you're going to talk about something that is very close to you and makes you feel very vulnerable and raw and emotional, you want to know that the person that you're talking to is, someone that can not just sympathize with you, but empathize with you because they've been there. So when I talked to Joanne in the email, she was like, well, okay, it's set. We'll talk on Friday. That was a Tuesday when I talked to her in the email, and we had family in town, and we all went out to eat. I didn't take my phone in with me this time because I'm trying to be more present in moments with people that I love and care about. So I leave my phone in the car, and Joanne calls while I'm in the restaurant, and she leaves me a message. She's like, I just want to let you know that I talked to the nurse. She's going to fix your medicine, so it should be fixed by the time you come in for pickup on Monday. I got so aggravated. And, I think part of it is just, I've been trying for so long to get in touch with her and be able to actually speak with her over the phone or in person, not through email, not through anything like that. And then the one time I leave my phone in the car, she calls. And I was like, oh, if you were going to call, if you would have just told me that you were going to call, then I would have had my phone on me. I could have stepped out of the restaurant. Whatever. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. I think I just got really aggravated with it because it's been an ongoing situation. And then I was like, yet again, here's another time where we could have just, both of us set aside 20 to 30 minutes and been like, all right, I'm going to call you at this time and you're going to answer. And we could have had the conversation. And when she was hanging up the phone in the voicemail, she was like, I will talk to you on Friday like we planned. Good. So the rest of the week goes by. Friday morning rolls around. I called her direct number. She answered, but she had a new patient in her office. So I was like, I don't want to make them wait any longer. If you come in and you do the intake process, sometimes it's really long and you're there for a long time. And a lot of times when new patients come into the clinic, they have to sit through that entire intake process, even if they're sick. So even if they're going through really bad withdrawals, they have to sit there and fill out all that paperwork and get their blood work done and talk to the nurses and talk to the counselors and just do everything while they're going through withdrawal. So I didn't want to interrupt that. So I was like, no big deal. Just call me back when you're done. And she's like, okay, if you don't hear from me by 11, then you call me. And I said, okay, I will. Well, I didn't hear from her, so I called her at 11. And I said, hey, Joanne, it's Jessica. It's 11 o'clock. If I don't hear from you, I'm going to call you back at 11:30 because I knew that she was leaving at 12 that day and that she wasn't going to be back until Tuesday. I waited till 11:30. I didn't hear back from her, and I called her back, and she didn't answer. So I was aggravated. I'll be honest with you guys. So I was like, "All right, this is Jessica. Tag you're it. Pretty much call me back when you can." I didn't hear from her. So Monday rolls around. I go to the clinic and I try to talk to the director, but she's not there either. So I just left and was irritated. They did fix my medicine, so I was grateful for that, and I told them that. Thank you for fixing my medicine, and explained to them why, because I've been going there for a while, and the nurses that are behind the dosing window, they know me. So if they see a change in my medicine, they ask me about it. Tuesday morning rolls around, she calls, and she called like an hour before group started. So we got to, talk about everything. We updated my treatment plan. I filled her in on doctor's appointments that I have coming up. I talked to her about, just some personal things that are between a counselor and a patient. And I was like, woman, you are hard to get in touch with. You were hard to like pin down. And she apologized to me. And I was like, no, I was aggravated at times, but I know also that you have so much going on. And she told me that she's trying to disperse some of her patients, give a pretty good sized number of her patients to other counselors there. So there's a chance that I may be changing counselors yet again. So we will see what happens about that. But for now, we had a really good discussion for like an hour, and then she did group, and we had a really good group. So, I'm really grateful for that. I'm glad that my medicine is back to where it needs to be. I can't wait for my body to get adjusted to it, because I can tell my body is just, not feeling right. I'm feeling very nauseous. I can't wait for that to like even out. I was up half the night last night just feeling like I couldn't even move, because I would move my head or shift positions in bed, and I felt like I was just going to like throw up everywhere. So I'll be glad when my body realizes that, hey, this is the dose that you were at before. This is your stable dose, and you can calm down now. And just to let you guys know real quick, when I was on the phone with Joanne, I said, hey, can you give me the director's email? And I'll just reach out to her so you don't have to worry about that. So I emailed the director, and they are looking to hire a peer, and she really wants me to do it. She also really wants me to write my story so they can send to corporate, because they make like a little video thing, I guess, that they feature each month to show people kind of the progression since they have started at that clinic and where they are now, and all that good stuff. And she wants me to start doing my peer group again. Really good things happening, and that's what I try to remind myself during all the frustration, is that my counselor is very, very busy inside of work and outside of work. Over the last couple of months, I've really just tried to remind myself everything happens for a reason. And it might be frustrating and you might not understand why, but eventually you will. There's a lot of good stuff that has come out of the last couple conversations that I've had with them. I mean, I would love to work with them in a peer capacity, to be there for people that are coming in that have never experienced a clinic before or are coming back. Would love to start teaching my group again. I guess if I have like an overall message, I would just tell you guys that even when it seems like your world or a piece of your world may be a dumpster fire, there may be some really good stuff to come out of it once the fire gets put out. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I just wanted to come on and keep you updated. And you know the drill, as always. If you need naloxone, or if you need to be trained in how to administer naloxone, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You guys, I have tons of it. Training, I can do it in as little as 5 minutes if need to be. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because you never know what somebody's going through. And I'll see you on the next one.